It's like the old days. See, cops are everywhere. And they're chasing up and down the street out there. They're having fun. Alright, interruptions. Got a lot of those so far. It's like a whole crew going through. We'll be going the other direction pretty soon. Alright, so I found a piece of material. So, some of this. Yeah, now going the other way, it sounds like. So we're going to use this. It's about 90 thou thick, it looks like. So we'll make that work. Told you they're going the other way. I'm going in circles. Alright, so this piece of aluminum here is plenty big enough to do what I want. I just got to figure out what I want to do with it. So we'll figure that out. So that's going to go right there. Now I can move this up or down like that depending on what I want. So I have to make a decision on that. First thing I do is get this out of here. So I got me an American Allen and a metric. So this one's a metric, so it didn't want to go in the hole, it's tight. This American one, so it's nice and loose, see. So next thing is we're going to put some heat on this thing to heat it up. So see if we can get some heat on the subject. So that'll be our heat making machine right there. Alright, so I'll go over here and make some fire. We want to melt the belt. Be careful. Heat the bolt head up. Give it a couple seconds to soak in. Get the heat transfer inward a little bit. You want to get the belt hot, so be careful. Yeah, it should be enough. Things are smoking back behind it. Something's burning. Try the metric Allen. Tap it in there a little bit. And there she goes, right out. Get that Allen out of there before it gets too late. Back to our small one. This might be a little hot. Don't touch it. You get the helicopter out there now. Okay. Ah, whoa, that is warm on your finger. The belt's cool, but the aluminum is hotter than hell. See, I tattooed my finger right there. See, right there. Nice black spot. Yeah, helicopter's out there now. What we got going on out here? Oh, you're chasing people. They're down there someplace. They're flying around the neighborhood. There he is up there. They're looking for somebody. Yeah, well. Doesn't matter how good your neighborhood is, you still get fun times. Alright, so I got to cool off that hot ass plate because it burnt my finger with it. So we're going to get our air line out. One of these. And go over here and cool it off a little bit before it melts anything important like a belt. She's warm, but adequate. Finger's warm too. Right across the bottom there for some reason. How about this? It cool off yet? Yeah, cool off. Yeah, I got a little hot. Turned blue. Alright. Take that over here. See, that's the devices for the wrapping airlines around. I know, everybody wants to get a battery-powered airline like everything else, right? Yeah, they haven't invented those yet. Alright, where's my material? Oh, I just turn off the air. When you're done with your torches, make sure you turn them off. Saves the regulators. Kind of an important thing. And it doesn't hurt to relieve the tension, pressure. See, the bottle bleeds down. That one's bleeding too. Takes the load off everything. Everything's happier. Okay, now back over to this thing. Okay, so now let's see how close we got this here. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of what we're looking for. Okay. So now we got to put our boot on there and see how it feels. I don't have my boots on, so I have to use my ankle. Okay, so you can see how my pant leg is against the top of the pulley. That's going to go blowing around the air like this. So we definitely want to have the plate all the way up around that pulley. You can see it's all the way around my foot down there. See how it's right up against my leg down there? So if we don't have it completely covered, we're going to have a problem. Next thing is how far is my foot against it. So you can see how my heel is going inward there a little bit. So it kind of wants to be inward a little bit. So we're going to try to offset in there about a ½ inch, I think, to give us that little extra clearance. And my feet are on there straight. You see how this one's way out? The other one will be way out too, where it goes up like that. So we're going to duplicate the same that's on that side, we'll be doing on this side. That way I don't have to turn my foot inward like that. It'll be like this. Alright, so that determines exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to completely cover up this pulley. That way we don't have to worry about anything getting into it. Alright, so now it just comes down to where these two holes are going to wind up being. So the easiest way to do that is some all thread sticking straight out with a couple nuts on it. Roll this around and beat on it a couple times and it'll tell you exactly where it needs to be. I don't know if I have any of that stuff laying around here. You need old thread, but I don't know about short pieces of old thread. So that'll be another problem. Let's see what we got around here that we can play with. The other option, just have a bolt head sticking up and go bang, bang, bang. Those are, those should be 5/16 holes. So Allen's would probably be the best thing to beat a hole with. Something like a 5/16 Allen. It sticks out a long ways, about like that much. Depending how far you want that to go in. I'm thinking just a little bit like that's probably the answer. Okay, so we use a couple nuts. We can fine tune our height here. Get what we need. Okay, which one do we grab? The big one here? Yep, those are the ones. Up here to our nut department. Those are coarse threads, so we want coarse threaded nuts. There's two. Helps to have a supply of hardware laying around. It gets used up. Okay. Alright, now go ahead and get this made up. I got the locking nut. I want locking nuts. Why did I grab locking nuts? I thought those were the non-locking nuts to grab. Get the other container. Non-locking nuts. See, chairs in the way. Okay. That one down a little ways. Okay, about that far there. Got about a full nut worth of threads hanging out the other side. Tighten those down. And keep from turning. All right.